So crust and trough. So this is a standard form of wave. So you can see this is a standard form of wave. Okay. So when you see this wave, so this if you see here, this is a displacement here. Okay, if you take a particle like this, okay, this one, right, or this one, or this one, okay, and this one, this distance you can take, and this one, this part, and this part. So in the figure, so many which one parameters are there you can study. Just figure is very simple. Yeah? Just a wave you are seeing like this. In this wave, so many parameters are there. You can see now if you take a particle, the distance of this particle is different, and the distance is here. You can take this distance here, or you can take this distance here from this peak to this peak, or this distance here. So all these which one parameters which you are seeing in this wave. So to study all these parameters is known as characteristic of a wave. So what is the characteristic of a wave means? You have to study all the parameters which you are seeing in the figure. So out of the characteristic of a wave, first form is this one, crest and trough. What is the crest and trough in this figure? First you have to study. Okay. So we are studying the characteristic of a wave. Characteristic of wave. First characteristic is here. In this video we are studying only this part, crest and trough of a wave. So what is crest and what is trough in a wave, that we have to see here. Okay. Actually, this crest and trough are not which one? These are not called as wave. These are called as points. Very important one. This one. These are called points in the wave. Crest means it is not a waveform. Trough is not a waveform. Crest and trough are nothing but points in a wave. So that is important point here, right? So we will see what is this crest and trough in the figure. Now this is the wave. Okay. This is the wave. Okay. Now this point, if you take this point as A, okay, and this point as C, this point as B, this point as D, right? So this A and C are called as crest. Points A and C, points, not curve. Again I am repeating here, these are known as points. Okay, A and C are known as points. Points A and C are points on the curve. Points on the curve are known as crest. Okay, here B and D are the points on the curve. So B and D are the points on the curve are called as trough. Okay, so this crest and trough are nothing but points, right? So what are these actual points are called as? Okay. I am writing the definition of crest here, then I will explain in detail. So crest is, what is crest? Crest is point on AC, or is points. Which points on the figure which we have saw? So already I shown this figure. Okay, this one A, this is C, right? So the crest means is points A, comma C on the wave. So these are on the wave only. Okay. So these are on the wave. A and C are the points on the wave, such that it exhibits. So what are these points? These points are exhibiting. So it exhibits maximum upward displacement. So it is exhibiting Which one? Maximum or upward displacement from rest position. This is actual definition of crust from rest position. Okay. So what is rest position here? In this curve, this is the rest position because here the particles are moving on here like this only. So here the particles are not vibrating. When they are vibrating means you will get a curve here. So here on this line the particles are not vibrating at all. So particles are at rest only. Here particle is there, here particle is there, particle is there. The particles are there. So the particles are at rest position. So here you can see in the definition rest position. So rest position is this line. So from rest position, what is the visual definition of crust? Crust are the points on the curve. So A and C are the points on the curve, okay, on the wave, curve or wave, and exhibits maximum displacement, maximum upward displacement because A and C, you can see if you take a point, this value. If you take a point, this y is the displacement here, this axis, this one. So this is the, if you take this point, this is the displacement. So out of all the points, this is the maximum displacement value you can get. If you take any point, this is the value. Here, this is the value. So suppose this 1, 2, 3, 4. This, if you take this axis, this point is giving 1, this point is giving 2, this point is giving 3, this point is giving again 1.8, this is giving 1. So out of this 3 is the maximum value. So and C also same. If you take any point, this is the value. If you take a point here, this is the value. Here value. So only this point will get a maximum value. That is 3. So A and C are the maximum which one displacement values. So that is the definition. So crust are the points A and C on the wave, okay, which is exhibiting maximum or upward. This is upward. So out of the figure we have two forms. One is upward, second is downward. You can see no, this one. This is upward, this is upward, this is downward. So A and C are existing in the upward displacement here like this. So this is upward displacement, this is downward displacement. So A and C are the points on the wave which is exhibiting upward displacement. Upward which displacement? Maximum displacement from the rest position is known as the crust. Okay. Now we will see what is trough here. Trough. Trough is same. Is points B and D. This is B, this point, and D. So B and D are the points on the wave which exhibits maximum displacement only, maximum displacement in downward, not upward. This is downward now. Downward also this is maximum only. If you take this one, this is a maximum, right? So trough is the maximum displacement, but these values are negative. No? Maximum which one displacement negative. Crust means maximum, this is the value positive 3. Here you will get a minus 3 value here. So that is the from the rest position, that is known as trough. Right? So again I will show crust and trough in the figure. Now see here. So this is the figure here. Okay. So this is displacement here. So what is crust? Crust are the points on the wave which exhibits maximum positive displacement. That is the value which we took is 3 here, no? So this point exhibiting maximum displacement, positive displacement is known as crust. What is trough? B and D are the points on the wave which is exhibiting negative displacement, minus 3 here, but maximum value. Maximum negative displacement, right? That is known as trough. So A and B points are crust here, okay, and B and D are trough here. Okay. Okay. So what is the importance of crust and trough is? This is very important. Always very important one, very important point this one. Always your this one transfer waves travels in form of crust and trough format. In form of crust and trough. If you see a wave in the form of crust or trough, it is nothing but transfer wave. Okay. So a wave is traveling like this in the form of crust and trough means this is nothing but your transfer wave. Okay. Okay, thank you.